Hi, I'm a homeschool mom and a TOS staff member. Let me tell you my story. We started way back about 20 some odd years ago homeschooling, but it wasn't always easy, but it was a great journey. And I just want to share with you today a little bit about that journey and try and encourage you that this really is something you can do, and it's exciting, it's fun, it's challenging, and there's so many rewards along the way. But when we first got started, I didn't know anything about homeschooling. In fact, I was a public school kid growing up and just didn't even know very many people who homeschooled in our area. We had moved to a new city and we were in a new church, and my husband was on staff at our church when we determined that it was time to think about homeschooling. And we had two daughters, and we just really we were weighing the options. We had put our oldest daughter into a Christian school for kindergarten and really enjoyed that experience and felt like we might allow her to stay there for at least a couple of years. But the Lord had other ideas. It came time for us to go into first grade, and we determined we just could not afford the tuition. And so we started praying, and it was August and just about time to start school, and we just really had to make a decision. So we sought the Lord earnestly, and all the while we were seeking the Lord about decisions about our school and our education for our children, my husband was on staff at this church, and we were going into a building project. So I knew that the majority of the educational time with our children would be on me because I knew he was going to be busy. And so he literally would come home from work and I would say, "Okay, honey, I think I can do this. I really think I can." But then the next day he would come home and I'd be like, "There's no way I can do this by myself. You're going to be working all day and night, and I'm going to be home trying to teach these children." Which, by the way, I didn't feel like I was even educated to do that. I had gone to college, but it never crossed my mind that I would be teaching my own children. So I felt very just not ready for that. Not like I didn't think I was really prepared for that. But I'll tell you, once we made the decision to homeschool our girls, it was like the Lord just confirmed it over and over in such wonderful ways that we had made the right decision. And I'll tell you, that first year, we approached it as we would homeschool this year, and if everything went well, then we would consider it for the next year. But once we got started, we knew it was a right fit for our family. We knew it was what the Lord intended for our family, and He just blessed it every step of the way. Now, did we have hard days? Of course. Were there challenges? Yes, every step of the way. But the benefits and the joys outweighed the struggle by far, and I would not take anything for those years with my girls. I'll tell you, they've both graduated now, and our youngest just this last spring graduated, and even today we are scheduled to go tour a college campus with our youngest that she'll be attending there this fall. And so it's just so amazing to see how the Lord brought us through this homeschool journey. And I just want to encourage you in a couple of areas. Seek the Lord. He'll show you, and then He will confirm and bless when you're obedient to the decision that He wants you to make. And encourage learning. That's one thing that just always seemed to be so important to us, that we wanted our girls to know that learning is fun and it's not a drudgery, and reading wonderful books is just a great way to teach them. And there's so many things that I would love to tell you today, but I want to end my presentation, my video here with just an encouraging thought about expectations. Early on, when we were homeschooling and learning about homeschooling, I attended a convention, and one of the speakers at the convention really made an impact on me. She talked about expectations. And a lot of her speech was not even expectations that other people would place on me, but expectations that I would place on myself. And so I want to encourage you just real quick here. I just want to tell you, be careful not to place undue expectations on yourself. Just follow the Lord's leading and do the very best you can to love your children, to teach them diligently, to teach them in the Word, and to guide them through your homeschool journey with the joy and love of learning. And let the expectations fall to the wayside. And also don't fall into the trap of listening to the devil, because he always wants to burden us, to weigh us down. And don't take on what you think other people perceive or what you think other people expect of you. Don't worry about that. You listen to the Lord and His leading and be obedient to Him, because He's truly the one that we need to please in our homeschool journey. And if you do that, you'll have the joy that He wants to give you. So I just really encourage you to stick with it. Don't give up, even through the hard times. Just enjoy every moment of it, because now I'm in a place where we're not homeschooling for the first time ever. And it's different. It's a different place in life. We're loving it, and we're so thankful to the Lord for what He's brought us through, and just are very thankful. But I do remember those days, and I just encourage you, cherish every moment.